Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. For today's video we will be going through a unboxing of the high grade 1 to 144 Earthree Gundam, and this was from Build Divers Re-Rise, released by Bandai back in 2019. So this would have been some of the initial kits to be released for Re-Rise. It's actually hard to believe that Re-Rise came out 2 years ago. And in fact, looking at the box, it's interesting. The information is current as of October 2019, so not that I can remember now, it's been a little while. Probably a fair assumption Re-Rise first premiered around that October time frame in 2019. So, trip down memory lane to a degree. Having a look at the actual box itself, so front of the box, you can see a nice reflection of the light. Some nice art of, so we've got the actual Earthree Gundam all combined, and then at the top left the core Gundam, and just behind it the Earth planet system, I believe the name would be. So looking at the sides, so bottom of the box, core Gundam happily on the Earth armor, and then combined into the Earthree Gundam. And there's some posing examples with its included weapons, and here we have a illustration of the core docking system, and it looks like this is combining parts of Earthree, Mars 4 and the V2. It's actually a very interesting color combination as well, so I'm definitely looking forward to building these kits for each planetoid. Once again, I've done a terrible job of gauging distance. Side of the box, other side of the box, so front and rear of the completed kit. A short blurb about Earthree Gundam, an introduction to Re-Rise, standard disclaimer, and then the other side of the box, which is identical. And it was actually, there you go, first kit of the Re-Rise line. So now that we've seen what was on the outside, having a look at the inside, what do we have? We have 1, 2, 3 bags of runners, and a instruction manual, as expected. Not too bad, so 3 bags of runners, probably translates, I'm guessing, to about 6-7 runners in total. What we'll do is we'll crack open these bags and have a better look at the included runners and have a quick page through of the instruction manual, and then we'll see what we're working with. Okay, let's have a nice look at what we actually had included with the Earthree kit. So here is the instruction manual. Replication of the box's cover up, and at the bottom we have some information about the Earthree Gundam, core Gundam, Hiroto, and some information about GBN, and even has a version number. So that's a very interesting factoid there. Back of the manual, to the very top, Same pictures that we would have seen on the side of the box. So you've got it with its weapons, the armor, shield, so your typical Gundam loadout, and then at the bottom just some customized ideas, once again just based off from the V2 kits and the Mars 4 kits, since they would have released around that time. And in fact, Mars 4 was scheduled for November of 2019, so it would have been your typical month-on-month release pattern. Color guide at the very bottom. So white, blue, red, yellow, dark blue, and your green sensor. So not too bad. Very traditional Gundam scheme. Just flipping around some of the color proportions. Now I know you can't feel it, but this actually does feel surprisingly like a thick manual. It does open up a few times, so before we get too involved in the color pages, standard parts list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6 runners in total, which includes your beam saber effects and your polycaps, and a included sticker sheet. So that's actually not too bad. So that's across 4 frames, that's a good amount of parts included, especially given that one's a core Gundam and 2 is the actual armor. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. Looking through the booklet, so there's a assembly order here between the core Gundam, the Earth armor, and I suspect the final instructions to combine it all together to the Earthree Gundam. Now, because I'm doing the Mercury Gundam first, I am actually more interested in the core Gundam. So, body, head, waist, arms, legs, and then complete. So that will probably be my initial takeaway from this. I'm yet to decide what I'll do with the rest of it, since there's the weapons, the earth armor, and if you look at the color pages, how to make the actual Earthree Gundam. So I'll decide at some point in time what I'll do about those. I'm going to want to build an Earthree Gundam anyway, so this may potentially just be the unboxing of the actual Earthree Gundam, and an actual review of the Earthree itself will come down, later down the track. And I'll just do a bit of a tangent into the Mercury one, but that's for another time. So the included foil stickers, so pretty much predominantly green. So we've got the eyes, camera lenses. Number 4 I suspect will be for the planet docking item, and then 5 and 6 most likely for weapons. So looking at the A runner, so this is a multicolor runner, the blue, the red, the yellow and green. a very nice multicolored runner. Some of it looks familiar to what I saw from the Murky one, but might have to do a comparison later down the track to actually see. I'm sure they're different though. So that's the A runner. A B runner, all in white. So components of the head, there's the handles for your beam sabers, shoulders, backpack. So wherever the white armor exists on the kit, it will be from this runner. A C runner, which I'll do this way, there we go, that's all in view. So this is, I'm going to say black, it could be dark blue, it looks black to me, but it looks like you've got your more of your inner joints in here, bits of the shield, hand options, that's not too bad, it's a decent size runner. And from that we then have D runner. So I suspect this, so D2, D3 will be very repetitive down the track. And the other pieces I suspect are more critical to the Earthree. That's the G runner, and once again that to me is black. PC002 polycaps, usual grey, fairly small from what they were from say a decade ago. I know from having done a few 00 kits and even Gundam Age, the polycaps were basically twice the size. But that's a nice compact polycap set, and I would imagine most of those get used. So hopefully, I didn't actually check in the manual, but hopefully we'll use the entire thing. And lastly, beam saber effects parts, so that's SB9. Interesting how this from 2007 is still growing quite strong after all these years. And this is it's 2007, so this is probably more your 00 beam saber effects, judging by more of the squarish there we go, the square base as opposed to a circular round base. So that is pretty much what was in the box for the Earthree Gundam. As I said, because I'm going planet by planet, the Earthree review might be somewhere down the track from when this video is ultimately posted, but we'll see how it goes. I'm sure I'll also reference it back to this one. Suffice to say, I'm not going to do a second Earthree box opening, given it's the exact same thing, but definitely looking forward to kicking off these planet system builds. I do know I still have 2 more sets to get my hands on, so it might just be 1 or 2 per month just to make sure. Well, given that we're in March now, so 10 months, 8 variants, it's doable, 1 per month. we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching, guys and girls. Feel free to leave a comment down below and like if you enjoyed today's content. Subscribe if you wish to follow my channel and stay up to date with upcoming releases. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram, and a link for that will be down in the description below. Once again, thank you for supporting my channel. Please stay safe, take care, and I will see you all next time. See ya.